Hi guys, and welcome to Finish It Friday, episode 76. So here's where we left off on Wednesday. We have our base card, and then we have these layers going down by either a fourth or an eighth of an inch. So we have 2.5 by 4, 2 3/8 by 3 7/8, 2 1/8 by 3 5/8. And down here we have 2.5 by 1 3/4, 2 1/4 by 1 1/2, 2 1/8 by 1 3/8. Okay, so I'm going to use the zinnia. Now this is available right now as an online exclusive. The stamp set as of yesterday was still in stock. The embellishments unfortunately are not. So I'm not going to use the embellishments today, but just so you know, it's there. All right, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to come over here and I'm going to grab my Daffodil Delight and my pumpkin pie. And we're going to use this to stamp. Oops. Okay, good. I grabbed that by accident. I wasn't sure if it was covering up a light spot or not. All right, we're going to do first a background. So let me set these over here on the side. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to, oh my goodness, I'm going to just do a little bit there and a little bit here. And maybe I'll do a little bit of green at the very bottom. Let me grab a quick green. Let me grab my Old Olive, because of course you know I was going to grab Old Olive. I'm going to put that way down here so it's kind of out of the way. All right. So let's go ahead and grab this. This is going to be my background, but I want it to be a very light background. So I'm going to go in here, stamp off a couple times. And I just want this to be a very light background. So let me show you. Let me bring that up there so you can see. Oh my gosh. Let me take my glasses off. Oh my gosh, it's so faint. Can you even see it? All right, let's do a little bit darker than that since the light. Yeah, there we go. We want just a little bit of that light to show through. Go around here just a little bit more. There. Not as light as it was to begin with, but there. You still get an idea. There's a little bit of a background on there. All right. So then we're also going to take these leaves. And we're going to do a little bit All right, so that's all we're going to do with that. Let me grab out my little mat here. Let's wipe away all of that ink. Turn it inside out. I do have a dry spot on my cloth. All right, there. I think I got all of that ink up. So let's go ahead and grab my topmost layer. This one I'm just going to do, let me grab out my bigger block, sorry. Grab out the bigger block here. On this, I'm going to cover it all first in a base of yellow. I know you're saying, why am I not using Lemon Lolly? I want it to show up just a little bit. All right. Then I'm going to take my Old Olive and lightly go over where that stem is. I'm not going to get the stem in there because I don't feel like I can get in there very good. And then I'm going to go ahead and take my pumpkin pie, and I'm kind of just going to go right outside of the edges, kind of in a rock and roll fashion. I'm going to stamp right on it, see what the first generation looks like. If I don't like it, I'm going to turn it over and spritz it, but let's just see what that looks like. Yeah, I'm not too crazy happy about it, but let's see. Yeah, I'm not so sure I really like it that much. Let's go ahead. Let's get some more color on there. I'm going to wipe it off first. And I think I want to spritz it with water. All right, so let me go ahead and get all of that off. Let's again start with the daffodil, where those flower areas are. Let's get the Old Olive for the stems. And let's get again, I'm just going to try to get some of that edge. And I'm going to spritz it with water. Let me move these out of the way. And if we don't like this, you know, we'll go with one or the other. So let me take a cloth first, get that any extra water out of there. Let's see how this looks. Not sure if I like that too much either, but I think I'm going to stick with it. Let me just dab it off different parts of the cloth so I'm not transferring. Yeah, that looks a little bit better, having it dabbed off just a little bit. Those stems really came through. I like that. All right, let me get the water off of here. Oops. I want to make sure that stays down and covers up that spot. All right, so let's put it over here just to dry for a second. I'm going to come over here now because that's going to get layered. I'm going to cut these all in half. Now, we'll go like this. How you do this is that I try to line it up best as I can. So I'm going in like 1/8 of it. Excuse me, 1/8 of an inch on each side there from the 1 inch mark. Because with these, you just kind of have to start with the starting point and kind of go from there. And then here, so there is a 1/4 inch, because remember this one is very small. All right, so let's go ahead. I think I'm going to run these through an embossing folder. Let me see. I think I have the Zinnia one right here. So let me just run that through over here on the side. This is just the top layer. So all I'm going to do is put these two pieces together. I want them to be a little bit straight. Let's just run them through real quick. Okay. Put that back in my, so then you can see those have a nice little texture to them. So let's go ahead and tape these down. Usually I don't use my seal after I've run it through an embossing folder, but I'm going to try it this time just because I've already introduced water here, so I don't know if I really want to do glue also. You know what? Let me bring this over here because I'm not getting a good amount of seal on there. Huh, what is going on here? Let me try to get it started with this over here. There we go. Now we're getting it. It acts like it wants to tear, but we're not near the end. So, you know, there's always a chance that you get a bad one. So, there. Let's go ahead. We'll put this layer on first, just so we got that tape started. All right, you know what? Let me grab out another one, because that one's being difficult. And it's going to get to the point, there we go, where I'm afraid it's going to rip. All right, so for here, I'm going to go straight against the edge. Let me bring this back down. I'm not centering this. I'm actually going straight to the edge. Yeah, it was definitely that tape runner. All right. Like I said, going straight to the edge. Sorry, I don't know if I'm off view or not. So there you go. So see, I'm going all flush on that. We're going to do the same here. Now this one has a little bit of a bigger border to it. All right, so there's my two edge pieces. Let me put this back up over here. All right, now I think I've given this enough time to dry. Let's go ahead and layer that down. Let's grab out our base card. I'm going to butt that right up to that edge there. You see how we're doing that there? All right, let me go ahead, make sure that stays in place. Put my adhesive on this side. Make sure I still like the way that edge is. Let's get this piece. Get right along that bottom so that bottom line is straight. Now I think I want to do this. Yeah, I think I'm going to do it like that. Make sure I'm right up to the edge there. And then I'm going to take this "Thank you so much," and I'm going to stamp that in Memento right at the bottom. No, you know what? Yeah, Memento. I don't want to do olive green. I want to introduce another green that's not already shown here. A little crooked. Would it be a Roxi card if it wasn't a little crooked? All right. And now I'm not going to use the ones that are retired. So I'm going to be using the rainbow adhesive dots because we have some of those same colors in there. Grab out, take your pick tool, the putty in. I have 4 of these now, so I have to make sure I'm grabbing the right one. And I think I'm just going to use the small ones. There you are. Let me bring it in a little bit closer so you can see it. Go ahead and put that up the side. So there you are. There's our card from today. All right, let's show you the other 2 I made. Here I was using, of course, that floral folder, Layered Florals 3D. And I did the reverse, the debossing. So I added the color with the daubers in, or it was either the daubers or the brushes in here. And then I took a stamp pad and went over the top with that dark blue Starry Skies color. So that's a debossed look. Here, I just did the embossed look, ran the white pad over, added a few cutouts. So let me go out just a scotch. So there you are. There's the 3 cards for today. Go on over to that Facebook group. Show you the Roxy's Watch It, Finish It group. And once I contact you, you can send me your name, mailing address, and your card choice in order. If you see you're the first person that posted, give me your first choice. If you're not the first person posted, put them in the order that you like these cards. We'll say that this is 1, 2, and 3. So we have our light, we have debossed, and we have embossed. All right, but first upload it to the Facebook group, and then go ahead and send me your name, mailing address, and card choices, so you get a card and you'll get a little something special in with your card when I mail it. All right, guys, give me a thumbs up, share this with your social media, subscribe if you haven't already, upload your card to that Facebook group, and have a great day. We'll talk to you soon. Bye for now.